Let's move you to the Eastern Cape now, where the Eastern Cape's District Environmental Health Unit has been roped in, and this would be to investigate an incident where 2 children have died in a suspected food poisoning incident. The incident happened at the Msintsi Location outside KuGompo yesterday. The children were declared deceased on arrival at the Cecilia Makiwane Hospital in Mdantsane. They were among 7 children aged between 4 and 7 who presented symptoms including vomiting, diarrhea and dizziness. 4 of the children are still being treated at the health facility, while 1 has been transferred to the Freya Hospital for advanced medical care. For more on this now, let's bring in SABC News reporter Abongile, Jantjies, who's monitoring developments for us this hour. So Abongile, what more do we know about this devastating story?
Well, on a positive side, Mxolisi, we just learned that from the Eastern Cape Health Department that the ones who were sent to hospital have been discharged and they made their way back at home. So that's a glimmer of hope, and they are on their way to recovery. And as things stand now, the other parent of the one who lost their child, let alone the one we spoke to earlier, is still inconsolable, and she doesn't have the effort or the energy to be engaging with the media, and we had to respect that. And as I can tell you now, a short service was held in honor of these children. You recall that it's a Sunday today, and really this community of Msintsi is still trying to get to terms of what transpired, and they're saying that they don't know, they just need answers and in order to move on with life with regards to what happened and prepare for the funeral. And really, it's quite sad. I found myself emotional too with regards to this matter, but the show must go on, Mxolisi, and really it's quite devastating. A number of people are still making their way to this community, and one of those people is the executive mayor of the Buffalo City Metro, Princess Faku. Ma'am, thanks a lot for your time. What do you make of this incident?
First, let me greet to you and your viewers. First, we want to convey our heartfelt condolences to both families who are really devastated as the municipality. As you can see, on a weekly basis, we do spaza shops inspection. It's just unfortunate that we find ourselves in this situation again as a municipality. 2 have passed on, 2 kids have passed on thus far, and then 4 have been released, and then there's 1 in hospital. So we are also grateful that the Department of Health could treat those, but we're mostly grateful for the members of the community, especially the Zionist Church, who felt that there are similar symptoms like the 2 that passed on, that had to take all those kids to hospital. So we are here today gathered with the community of Msintsi and the Ward Council and community members standing in one voice to say that for now, all spaza shops in this area must be closed down, so that the Department of Health and Buffalo City Environmental Health to do inspections in these spaza shops. So tomorrow our teams will be here in doing thorough inspection in all these spaza shops. As you can see, that both moms are very young mothers. As a municipality, we will take the responsibility in assisting in the funeral arrangements for both the children, because both parents are unemployed. And we will make sure that during this process, as you could see, the Department of Social Development is here, the Provincial Department of Health and Buffalo City Municipality is here, so that we can offer counseling. As you have mentioned, that both parents are not accepting this situation. But also we want to encourage, especially younger parents, that they must please look after their children. We know that sometimes they leave their children unattended, and these are the similar cases that we experience, especially with young mothers. But we're here to give them the full support as Buffalo City Municipality and the provincial government.
You are conducting on a weekly basis this issue of spaza shops checking compliance with regards to that, but seemingly your efforts did not yield any positivities, especially this is an example of that.
I would not say that it's not yielding positive results. This could have been worse than this. We are trying as the municipality, but sometimes in areas like this, sometimes it takes you a little bit longer time to reach. And I think as the municipality, we just need to change our strategy in doing this, because we also want communities to work with us, because we've been pushing as the municipality that some of these spaza shops must close down. And sometimes we inform communities, but sometimes because of shops are far from where they stay. This is a village far away from town, and people have no option but to buy from the spaza shops.
Take us through the support that you'll be affording to this family. Will that include funeral costs?
The support that we will have to look into first, it's counseling for parents. As you could see that they are staying in not conducive places, both of them. So we are going to speak to the MEC of Human Settlement to arrange temporary structures for both mothers. And secondly, we will have to go to council and request that these kids be buried because their parents are unemployed. So we will look into that as well as the municipality, because they have nothing. We do have the funeral assistance through the pauper funeral at the municipality to see how we can assist both families to put these children in a more dignified way. We have reviewed our policy, of course, for pauper funeral than before, which is more now dignified as the municipality. So we'll look into those options, but we'll definitely assist the families to bury both children.
Ma'am, let me not keep you any longer, as you still have to engage with this community. But thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you so much.
Policy, that was Princess Faku, the executive mayor of the Buffalo City Metro. Well, you'll recall even last year there was a similar incident of two toddlers losing their lives after having consumed something that was allegedly bought at a local spaza shop. And even though these efforts are being made, but look at here what is happening. And really, I can tell you it's quite sad. It's quite sad here at this area where we're at. Shall bring you more as this day unfolds.
Abongile Jantjies is our reporter watching that story for us this hour. Thanks so much for that update.